Hi, everybody. It's Megan with Sidekick Accounting and your accounting sidekick. And today I am going to be talking about one of my favorite tax planning strategies. So, if you've heard or haven't heard, Sidekick Accounting is now offering tax planning services for small business clients. And the reason why I decided to learn more about these legal strategies when it comes to the tax code, and now the tax code is very extensive. It's 6,600 pages long as of right now, with the additional bills that they've added for COVID. We're looking at north of like a bunch of pages, like probably 10,000. So, anyways, the tax code is an ever-changing beast, but as a result of that, what can happen is that we as business owners do not take advantage of all of the things that are available to us, um, because we don't know, right? There are a lot of things that we don't know. Even just the normal business ownership, right? That's why we have courses and we get business coaches, and we are continually learning so that we can become better and better, right? So, with the tax code always being something that is changing and something that is very extensive and hard to understand, we can miss out on opportunities that are there for business owners, because the tax code was actually written to benefit business owners, which is why partially why, right? We hear about Jeff Bezos and Donald Trump and some of the big time business owners and founders evading, so to speak, taxes. It's because they have teams of accountants and lawyers behind them scouring the tax code to see how they can leverage it to their advantage. And that can seem really intimidating, but the truth is that even us as normal business owners, and I'll put myself in that category as well, because I don't have anything super huge or multiple huge entities and properties and all this kind of like many properties and big industries and corporations and all that kind of stuff. I don't have that, and most of the people that are watching this video don't have that either. But the truth is that even if you don't, there are still strategies that you can utilize to help save you money in taxes. And even better than that, not even just save you money in taxes, but actually be able to put that money back into your family, back into your future, back into your community. And that is the part that I think is super awesome about the tax code and about tax planning. And that's why when COVID hit and I saw businesses be directly impacted from what was going on, one thing that was coming up often was, I worked so hard all year long and I have to pay how much in taxes? And this was like a continual conversation. And so you will know that as a business owner, once you reach a certain level of income and your business is making money, you get a tax bill. And that can become really, really depressing. It can become really dreaded. It can take some of that fire away from owning your own business, because it's amazing owning your own business, right? I mean, you would probably not still be doing it if there was something that you weren't innately drawn to or was attractive to you, right? So, anyways, sorry to give all that backstory leading up to my favorite, one of my favorite tax strategies. My point is that even you, as a regular business owner, making money, not too much money, but enough money where you're paying taxes in every year, upward of $10,000 for most people, most business owners, once you start to make a decent income, there are strategies that you can use to save money in taxes, to pay the government less legally. I think one thing that people are hesitant about is because it's not something that's commonly talked about, or it comes with a talk and then a scam. But if you know me, I try to operate very highly with integrity and transparency, and I wouldn't be pushing something that was not legitimate for business owners, regular business owners, regular people, myself included. I have started utilizing strategies in my own business to keep more of the money where it should be, with me, with my family, with my future, with my community. So anyways, long story short, one of my favorite strategies that I found out about was hiring your kids. And now you might be thinking, I've heard of that strategy. That's nothing new. However, you may be unaware that when you properly hire your kids through a tax plan strategy, you are able to save from paying the self-employed or what would be the FICA taxes, and actually keep that additional 15% in-house, right? So when you pay somebody on payroll, you pay Social Security and Medicare tax, and that goes to the government. But when you put a legal tax planning strategy into place for your children that are under 18, you can avoid paying that tax. But it has to be documented properly. It has to be recorded properly. You can't hire your 2-year-old and funnel money to them through your business. It's not legitimate unless, they're maybe doing some kind of special modeling or, something that you would legitimately pay somebody to do. However, if you have kids that are 6, 7, 8, 9 to 17, you can hire them to do things around your business, most likely, right? Even if it's filing, vacuuming your office, copying things, scanning things, cleaning up, whatever it might be. There are a bunch of different things that you can have your children do, and you're able to pay them up to $12,000, $12,400, I think it is, $12,400. That number changes every year too, but you can pay them $12,000 every year for legitimate work, documenting it properly, and you're able to write that off as a business expense, and your kids are able to pay for their clothes, pay for their school tuition, pay for their after school activities, save for a car, save for college, save for a house. All of the things that you are already spending money doing, but instead of it coming out of your personal pocket, you're able to basically write it off as an expense. And so there's a proper way to do it. And it definitely needs to be documented correctly, because as part of our tax planning solutions, we help with implementation. And that means that we help get all the paperwork in place so that in case you were to get audited, it's legitimate. And they don't come back and say, this wasn't legit, you can't do that, you got to pay all this money back. That is not what we're trying to do. We're trying to legally utilize tax strategies with proper documentation and implementation to make sure that you maximize your savings and also be able to defend it, right, in case you were to get audited. So I'm really excited about our tax planning service, and I've been able to share it with a number of our clients, and we're hoping to continue to get all our current clients on board, but also new clients. So if this is something that you're interested in learning more about, feel free to contact me, and we can set up a time to do a free tax planning consultation to see if it would be a good fit for you or not. There is a level of investment that happens because it's tax savings. We're talking thousands and thousands of dollars, not just in the current year, but year over year over year. So it can be really awesome and amazing, but there is a little bit of cost that is associated with it because of all the analysis and documentation that needs to happen. But if you're a good business owner, like I know all of you watching this video are, and if you are, you know that a lot of times it's not about that price tag, it's about the value that you get. And there's insurmountable value when you can know exactly where all of your money is going and why. And part of that is your taxes. So if you've ever sat there and you question why you have to pay so much in taxes, the answer most likely is because you're not utilizing all of the resources and strategies that are available to you. And so that's what we're really trying to do here, is help businesses business owners understand their numbers outside of just their general bookkeeping, but really digging into the bigger level things that CEOs think about, that founders think about, that these big organizations think about. And yes, part of that, a good part of that is their business operations and the money and the cash flow and all that. But the other piece of that is your taxes. Because what was that saying? There's only two things that are guaranteed, death and taxes, I think is what it is, or something to that effect. So we all know that it's something that has to happen. The key is, and the goal is to figure out how we can do that better. So if you want to do better, you want to do business better, contact me for a tax planning consult, and we will see how we can legally save you money. Looking forward to talking with you. Talk to you soon.